I mean, it's really being vulnerable to put these videos out there and not taking their word for it anymore. Like, stuff needs to happen and it's not, and it's frustrating me. And let's face it, the squeaky wheel, the loudest mom, is going to make things happen, and it's the only way it's going to happen. Good afternoon. It is, oh my goodness, Wednesday. And I was supposed to have work today, but it got called off because it is really crappy weather out. It's heavy sleet and slush. I took a little video I'll add to it, but yeah, so that was kind of nice getting work called off. I worked remotely half the day and then they just called the rest of the day off. So that was kind of nice, but so I've been just puttering around trying to get last minute Christmas stuff done. But I've got to say, I've got a little bit of a heavy heart today, and the closer we're getting to Christmas, the heavier it seems to get. As I'm wrapping gifts for everyone but my daughter, it's really upsetting because usually Christmas revolves around her for me. And obviously this year's gonna be a little different, and I didn't bother. I had gotten some gifts for her, but I didn't get like the big gifts because I don't know how long she's gonna be at the hospital, or if she goes to the state facility, how long she's gonna be there. It might be long term where she can't have some of the things that she had told me she wanted. Well, she can't have any of the things that she told me she wanted, so there's no point in buying a bunch of stuff that she may change her mind and not want. So just gonna have to do a do-over Christmas, just like a do-over 21st birthday, since she was hospitalized for that too. And it's just so sad to think that she's gonna be in the damn hospital for Christmas. I mean, it's a really tough pill for me to swallow, and I don't understand why. But I mean, I know why it's a tough pill to swallow. I don't understand why this is happening, why this keeps happening, and when will this end? And so anyway, oh, this morning I posted for the very first time, it's parents of adults with mental illnesses. It's a group for parents that struggle like me with an adult child with mental illness. And so I shared my first video on that. I put my YouTube as public, and I shared the link, and I don't know how many people will actually go see it, or I don't know. It was a huge step. I mean, it's really being vulnerable to put these videos out there. And so this was a huge step, and I don't know that anyone's seen it yet. It's been out there a few hours, but again, it's kind of a busy time of year. I don't know how many people are looking at Facebook. So I just thought I'd try to put it out there because I made the beginning of the rest of these videos started like a year ago. So I just thought, why not? She's in the hospital. She can't get mad at me because she's not going to see it. So I just thought this was the time to do it. And if you're wondering why I'm like, I have makeup and everything on, because when they called work off, it's also the Christmas party where my boyfriend works, and a friend of his was going to be driving there and offered to take me too so that I could go to the party, but I opted out just because the weather is pretty gross, and it's like a 45-minute drive, and I don't really feel like getting my party on right now, to be honest. Yesterday I did quite a bit of research on the facility, the state facility here, and I just researched like patients' rights and things like that. Like after meeting with the group home, and I don't even know if I filmed about that. This is how much my mind, it's just like been all over the place. This is how it goes. So basically the group home said they'll take her back. It's the same old situation. We can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. In my mind, the best thing is going to be the state facility at this point. So I really need to push for that. Now, right now she's at this hospital where the social worker is supposed to be finding a treatment plan or a plan of release for when that time comes. It's not a long-term facility where she's at, and we've all agreed the last time she was there that the new facility, the state facility would be the place to go. The social worker, the psychiatrist, everyone was on board. But then, so she couldn't get in because of COVID. So then less than a month later, she's back at that same hospital. They have assigned a different social worker, a different psychiatrist, and they don't even seem to know what the heck's going on, quite frankly. And it's a little frustrating. And I've said, put in the referral to the state hospital again. It's hard to get into, for one, and she needs the referral like yesterday. We started telling them about this when she was in the emergency department, and they're like, oh, well, we can't do it. It has to be when she gets basically up to the regular area. And now the regular area is like, oh, okay, we'll do it. And I just had this feeling. They said they had made the referral, and I just had this bad feeling. I'm like, I wanted to make sure, but I wasn't sure how to make sure. So I decided I wanted a copy of the referral, and I thought, because maybe there is something I could add to it. And honestly, I wanted a copy because I want to see it. I'm not taking their word for it anymore. Like, stuff needs to happen, and it's not, and it's frustrating me. So yeah, I asked her dad yesterday because I had to take the morning off because of our meeting, and he can work from home, so he can do more than I can. I can't sit on the phone and talk about my daughter in an office full of people, and he can do it. So I asked him to please contact the hospital and ask for a copy of the referral. Meanwhile, I was emailing the state PNMI worker, and I was actually reaching out to somebody from the state facility, well, a program that works with the state facility, which is called peer support, which is supposed to help with the transition from one hospital to the state facility. So you can get, if people are going to go to this psychiatric facility, you can get a peer worker to work with the person to become comfortable with the facility, to not be so scared to go to the facility. And so I wanted to open that door, because if she does get in, I want to make sure these services are in place. This is what the social worker is supposed to be doing, and this is what is not. This is what I need to make sure gets done. So anyway, I asked her dad, please call the social worker and ask for a copy of the referral, because we need to know that it's that referral's out there. And he never did. So today I asked him, hey, if you're not going to be able to do it, let me know, because I'll call and do it. And I never heard back from him, and it's what, well, it was probably 1 o'clock and I still hadn't heard back. So I called myself, and I was talking to the social worker, and it started with, well, what can we do for Christmas? What do you guys do with her for Christmas? Can I drop anything off? And she said she had already asked my daughter if my daughter wanted a visit with me for Christmas, either, before, whatever, on Christmas Day, whatever. Apparently they were going to allow me to come see her, but she does not want to see me. So that just kind of added another nail in the coffin of negativity. yeah, so of course that's hurtful, and the reason she does not want to see me for Christmas is because I gave her COVID, which is just so out there. Usually when she says something about me, there's like, you can kind of piece together why she might think that, or I don't know. This is so random. It's like, I didn't even have it. I don't know what she is talking about that I gave her COVID. But anyway, maybe it's just an excuse. She doesn't want to see me, and that's okay. But I asked if I could drop off a card, and I thought maybe I'd pick up like a plant for the nurse's station, because I know she can't have it at her in her room. But I thought maybe I could bring her a book, and she's got a card in the mail, maybe bring her that. And they did say I could drop that off, so I'll probably have to try to do that after work tomorrow, which is a 45-minute drive. But anyway, yeah, I'll have to figure that out because I have to work, but I'd like to get it there soon when the social worker's there so she can come get it. And I'd have to get out of work early to do that. So yeah, back to that damn referral. So I said, hey, do you think that her dad or I could get a copy of the referral you made to the psychiatric hospital? Because I just want to make sure that it's complete and that there's nothing we could add to it. You know, maybe I could contact someone over there and help with this process. And she was like, oh, well, who made the referral? She goes, did the other social worker make the referral last time? And I was like, really? Because you told me you made the referral. I didn't say that, but it's like, listen, lady, you're supposed to make the referral. They made the referral last time, but you're supposed to make another referral, or at least resubmit it, because that was a month ago and she had left since. So somehow it didn't surprise me, though. I kind of knew, I guess, intuition, right? So that's why I asked for a copy of it. So I said, you need to get that as soon as possible and get me the copy, because I really need to get this ball rolling. Even though they say she can return to the house that she was living, that doesn't work. I don't care that they are giving you the out and letting you bounce her back to that house. So now you think, oh, great, she has a plan. No. No, that's worst case scenario. That's if she does not get into the facility that can get her the help she needs. So I'm hoping that is clear now, because, wow, guys, parents, please be on top of it. I used to trust, and I used to think I didn't have any power or decision-making control. And because I have guardianship, yes, that helps. But even if you don't have guardianship, I'm pretty sure you could be on their case. They can't give you a copy of the referral or something, probably, if you have an adult that hasn't given you, and you don't have guardianship. But you could at least be on their case. Make sure they are doing what they say they're doing, because I'm sure they're overworked. They have huge caseloads. And let's face it, the squeaky wheel, the loudest mom, is going to make things happen, and it's the only way it's going to happen. I don't know. It's so much. It's like Christmas in 2 days. I'm supposed to go enjoy it with my family, and I'm dreading it. Not dreading them, but just dreading the feeling of not having my kid with me and knowing she's going to be in a hospital. I want to kind of leave it on a semi-positive note, because I did also talk to a nurse over there today. Earlier when I called for the social worker, I talked to a nurse first. And the nurse is going to be there over Christmas. And she's from Kansas. I think she said Kansas. Yeah, she's from Kansas, a traveling nurse. And she's just been there 3 days, but she adores my daughter. She's going to be there for Christmas. She's making them all little, like, stockings with candies in it or something. So sounds like an amazing woman. I thanked her so much. Like, I'm telling you, these nurses are great. These nurses who probably don't get paid nearly enough. I mean, maybe if you're a traveling nurse, but anyway, I don't care. They don't get paid enough, because if they're taking care of my child when my child needs needs like a lot of taking care of, then hats off. I love them. I do. I have so much admiration for anybody who works in this field, or any nurses. I mean, come on, guys, let's face it. We need good people like this, and they're just out there helping. They're out there to help, and it's a tough job, and I can't imagine, but whew, okay, that's where we're at. I'm sorry to ramble, but Merry Christmas, and I'm sure I will update you, of course, but yeah, I guess I'm just going to take the rest of the afternoon. It is 3 o'clock, and just kind of, I think I'm going to read my book, I have to always share this with you guys in case anybody does want to look into it. But yeah, that's now Course in Miracles book I'm always talking about. And yeah, I did my nails and everything for this party that I didn't go to, but whatever. At least it'll be done for Christmas. And sitting by my Christmas tree. It's funny, I usually have, like, these are usually all for my daughter, but this is just for family. So it feels a little bare, but whatever. Yeah. And hey, I want to give you some advice for anybody this is so off topic, but for anybody who deals with dry skin, like winter in Maine, you got dry skin, and feet especially, like extremely dry. I have my little sockies out, but if anybody is looking for help with dryness on hands or feet, and this is not like paid promotion or anything, but I actually heard this on Dr. Dre, who is another YouTuber, and yeah, it's this carousel, and oh my gosh, guys, it is amazing. So you put this on with some socks over it, and your feet are as good as new. So anyway, that's my last tip of the day, and if anything shall change, I'll let you know. They're gonna ask her again about me coming to visit, and if she changes her mind, hey, I'll let you know.